Levelland UFO Case. November 2, 1957, two immigrant farm workers, Pedro Saucedo and Joe Salaz, called the Levelland Police Department to report a UFO sighting. Saucedo told police officer A.J. Fowler, who was working the night shift, that they had been driving 4 miles west of Levelland when they saw a blue flash of light near the road. The truck's engine died and a rocket-shaped object rose up and approached the truck. Saucedo would later state, "I jumped out of the truck and hit the dirt because I was afraid. I called to Joe, but he didn't get out. The thing passed directly over my truck with a great sound and rush of wind. It sounded like thunder and my truck rocked from the flash. I felt a lot of heat." As the object moved away, the truck's engine restarted and appeared to be functioning normally. Thinking it was a joke, Fowler ignored it when an hour later, motorist Jem Wheeler reported a brilliantly lit, egg-shaped object about 200 feet long was parked in the road 4 miles east of Levelland, blocking the path. The vehicle died, and as he got out of his car, the object took off and its lights turned to darkness. As the object pulled away, Wheeler's car restarted. At 10:55 p.m., a married couple driving northeast of Levelland reported that they had seen a bright flash of light moving across the sky, knocking out their headlights and radio for 3 seconds. 5 minutes later, Jose Alvarez claimed he met a strange object sitting on the road 11 miles, 18 kilometers north of Levelland, while his vehicle's engine died until the object departed. At 12:05 a.m. November 3rd, a Texas Technological College, now Texas Tech University student named Newell Wright was surprised when driving 10 miles east of Levelland, his car engine began to sputter. The ammeter on the dash jumped to discharge and then back to normal, and the motor started cutting out like it was out of gas. The car rolled to a stop, then the headlights dimmed and several seconds later went out. When he got out to check on the problem, he saw a 100-foot-long egg-shaped object sitting in the road. It took off, and his engine started running again. At 12:15 a.m., Officer Fowler received another call, this time from a farmer named Frank Williams, who claimed he had encountered a brightly glowing object sitting in the road, and, as his car approached it, its lights went out and its motor stopped. The object flew away and his car's lights and motor started working again. Ronald Martin at 12:45 a.m. and James Long at 1:15 a.m. both called, and they reported seeing a brightly lit object sitting in the road in front of them, while also claiming that their engines and headlights died until the object flew away. By this time, several Levelland police officers were investigating the reports. Among them was Sheriff Weir Clem, who saw a brilliant red object moving across the sky at 1:30 a.m. At 1:45 a.m., Levelland's Fire Chief Ray Jones also saw an object and his vehicle's lights and engine sputtered. The reports apparently ended soon after. During the night, the Levelland Police Department received a total of 15 UFO-related reports, and Officer Fowler noted that everybody who called was very excited. The Air Force would later claim after an investigation that an electrical storm and ball lightning were most likely responsible for the incident. James E. McDonald and J. Allen Hynek disputed the Air Force ball lightning/electrical storm explanation. Both men argue that there was no electrical storm in the area when the sightings occurred. In testimony before a committee of the U.S. House of Representatives in 1968, McDonald said that the one famous UFO case was at Levelland, Texas. 10 vehicles were stopped within a short area, all independently in a 2-hour period. There was no lightning or thunderstorm, and only a trace of rain. This event remains of the more intriguing UFO mysteries as questions continue to linger to this day.